Text me at 412-559-2731. So, if anybody actually comes into this live, you probably wonder who goes around doing lives just to say hello to people. Well, you can text me at 412-559-2731. You can ask me those questions. But here, I'll tell you, I'm not anything average. I'm not your average anybody. What do I mean? Well, first of all the glory goes to the Lord thy God, Jesus Christ, and the Holy Spirit. But I'm different than a lot of people. I see things in a kind of a different way. And I'm not trying to promote myself. I'm not trying to say my way's better. No. Because it's God's glory. But what I will say is, yeah, I do things that's just not done the way that I do it. Whether I succeed or I fail, I really don't care. Yes, I want to succeed in a larger sense. But is it going to stop me from doing what I'm doing? No way. You see, friends, when you care about people and animals and life, you don't play that game, that fraudulent sort of game. Trying to be somebody that maybe you fit in better. Maybe you do the trends, the internet or life trends. Oh wow, yeah. Maybe I become a multi-billion viewed YouTuber. That'd be great. I can use the money. And I can help a lot of people and animals. So that'd be great. But I'm not going to sell out to do it. Not going to do it. So, yeah, I have a live stream here saying hello and thank you to people. First of all, I don't know if anybody's ever going to see this. I don't know if the people I'm thanking will ever see it. But it's there in case they do. Now, first I want to thank April, who works for a company. Oh, we got a couple people in there. Hi, what's it? K-E-L-L. It looks like K-E-L-L-I. I have very small print. I'm not trying to be ignorant towards any of you, believe me. But let me get back to what I was doing. Thank you, April, for helping me from customer service from that company. And I want to thank Linda, who's a phlebotomist, who takes lab work and takes blood work. Okay? And thank you to all of you for coming in. Hey, I care about y'all, believe it. That's why I do things differently. Yeah, if you go to my page and become a YouTube subscriber, I do things differently. And I'm not afraid to get you mad at me, or happy, or sad, or scared. I do what it has to do, what I have to do. Because ultimately, I want you to have a better life. But I got to get back to Linda. She's a phlebotomist. So I had to get some blood work because I have an appointment tomorrow, the 20th of January, 2025, with an oncologist. Yes, it's for the word that rhymes with the word answer. Okay? But I'm at stage 2, but I feel great. In fact, the reason why I'm having this appointment is my doctor, a couple of appointments ago, was pretty much shocked because, you see, the one that I have is not supposed to go away ever. But he thinks mine may be going away. So his mouth was kind of wide open, and I'm not joking. But let me get back to Linda. So Linda took my blood work on Friday. Linda gave me my blood test on Friday. But you see, I was what they call a walk-in. And there were like 8 people ahead of me. Now, for whatever reason, most of those people didn't show up. Or didn't show up on time, one of the two. But ultimately, thanks to God and to you, Linda, I got my blood work done. And the test results are ready. And I want to say hi to Charles. Excuse me. Well, I kind of blew it. Yeah, Tata Sanders. His real name is Charles. But yes, I want to thank you, Linda, for taking me because I really appreciate it. I also want to thank Shawn, who works over there in an auto parts store. You see, I was driving deadly for a couple of days. Not a couple of days. I don't know where that came from. A couple of days. See, I was driving with a broken windshield wiper. The entire blade part was gone. So I couldn't use either windshield wiper. And I was driving when it started raining. And I was driving when it started snowing. And I couldn't really see. At one point, I almost went off the road because it was nighttime, there was a glare, and there was rain all over our vehicle. So we made it with God's mighty help to the auto parts store. And Shawn really quickly put on that windshield wiper. And friends, let me tell you something. You don't know what you take for granted until it's gone. And if you're out there without windshield wipers, real quickly you're going to be like, oh my goodness, I wish I had them. Unless it's sunny. If it's sunny, hey, I agree with you. You won't even notice them in some cases, or a lot of cases. But my point is this. Shawn helped me. And then I met in the grocery store, I met a couple of people. One of them was a real life hero. His name is Chris. You see, he works as a fireman in Pittsburgh, PA, in the United States. So I say thank you for your service, Chris. Thanks for protecting lives. Thanks for being willing to take your life at risk. Yeah, Chris, I realize you could expire. So I appreciate you. And I thank you for that. And then I was in line, and there was this gentleman named Eugene. And we got a conversation going for New York Minute. I found out he was a former police officer in the area of Pittsburgh. Now, do I like everything that the police have done in this world? No. But there are great police. Understand that. There are great police. There are police that are literally criminals with badges. Yes. They exist. And yes, there's racist police, sexist police. But there are great police too. Well, at any rate, I got to meet Eugene. And I explained to him that my dad's middle name was Eugene. And then I told him something interesting. We have a cat that was abandoned, essentially. And his first name is Eugene. Well, my dad's name was Albert first. His first name was Albert, like me. His middle name was Eugene. So what do you think I may have done? Well, maybe you guessed it. Eugene, our cat, his first name is Eugene. Well, my first name's Albert. So since my dad was Albert Eugene, my dad was Albert Eugene. So I decided to name our cat Eugene Albert Torcaso. That's right. Eugene Albert Torcaso, like me. It's kind of different, isn't it? But here's the thing. We give our animals a first, middle, and last name. Yep, the whole thing. So he's actually Eugene Albert Torcaso, which is kind of funny when I get upset with him and say, Eugene Albert, it's kind of like I'm calling myself almost. It's kind of weird, but if I use his last name. But I want to thank Shawn and Chris. And then there was a gentleman, a young kid really, working as the cashier over in the grocery store. And I thank him for bagging my groceries. You see, I guess I'm just a little bit old school. I believe in appreciating people. I believe in love. I believe in you. And no, I'm not saying it because of the song. I could almost guarantee you that Daniel thought I was joking. That Eugene thought I was joking. That Linda. I'm not joking. You see, guys and gals, I don't say things just to say it, to make it sound good, a trend, or go viral, whatever you want to call it. I do it because that's me. And by the way, you see that thumbnail? Y'all might be like, man, that's kind of a boring thumbnail. It's kind of cute flowers, but it's kind of boring. Well, I did it on purpose. You see, those flowers are dead. But not really, not completely. The memory of those flowers were taken by an actual photograph from my phone, not this phone. The reason why I know those flowers are dead, number one, Pittsburgh gets freezing. But I took that picture, sheesh, I don't know, maybe 10 or more years ago. That's how long it's been. Yeah, that long ago. And I thought, well, since I'm saying hello to people and since I'm different than most people, thanks to God, why not do it? Why not say hello to Tatai or Jen over here? Let me see who else we got over here. Looks like we only got a couple people. Oh, wait a minute. I like this name. I got to give a shout out to the Gorilla Gamer. Go ahead, Gorilla. Man, I might have to look up Gorilla Gamer and join and subscribe to Gorilla Gamer's YouTube channel if Gorilla has a YouTube channel. I like that name. I get a kick out of that one. Let's see. Now there's some names here. I could spell them out if I could see them right. Oh goodness. Thiago. All right, it's kind of hard. I got extremely small print here. But hi to everybody. And we got Big Back. And of course, we got Kelly over here. Hi, Kelly. Christian. Hi, Christian. So hi to everybody. Now let me see what Tatai had to say over here. I appreciate that. He said to hit the thumbs up. Yeah. You know, guys and gals, I would really love for you to subscribe to my channel. I really would. I would. Because I got to be honest with you about something. Now, you may not comprehend this at first. And that's fine. And I don't mean that in a condescending way. But I got to share something with you. And it's a very deeply personal thing. So personal, I may have to end this video and live stream because it could cause me to tear up. Yeah, I can be tough at times. Ask my girlfriend how mad I can get at people doing wrong. I can be kind of scary mad. All the glory goes to God. Vengeance is God's. That's true. But there's some things people better not cross the line with me on. And Charles wasn't here when I said this. I don't think. But what I basically said was, yeah, vengeance is God's, but I consider Charles family. Yep. Even though he teases me about the ice and the snow, he gonna be in trouble for that. Oh, he gonna be in big trouble for that. But being serious, there's certain things that I just can't, even though I'm baptized in Christ, and I know God don't be playing that because vengeance is God's. If somebody were to hurt any members of my family, which includes now Charles Tatai and all of his family, or Ivan Harris Sr., and I told Ivan, I said, man, he's got another friend named Chris. And let's just say that Chris, he loves him like blood, like his brother, just like I do. So I said to Ivan one day, I said, man, I'm going to tell you something. Anybody ever hurt you, Chris is going to have one end of that person, I'm going to have the other end. And Ivan said, no, you can't do that. Vengeance is God's. I said, I know, Ivan, but guess what? He said, what? I said, I'm Sicilian descent, and every now and then, that stuff is true. He said, you're not allowed. I said, well, Ivan, anybody hurt you, we'll find out what happened. We'll be all right. Now, I'm not, who's this? Looks like Ryan or something. How you doing? No, I'm not all that in a bag of chips. I'm not even trying to say I am. Because all the glory goes to God. But I will tell you, family is family. And I guess I do have that old school Italian or Sicilian kind of thing going on. And it's not exclusive to Italians or Sicilians. No, of course not. I'm not arrogant like that. But I will say, yeah, I can have a temper every now and then. Before I was baptized in Christ, if people got me mad, I always like to say, I'd get so mad I could make the devil wet his pants if he was wearing any. No comment. Y'all didn't hear that, by the way, okay? You may have heard it, but y'all didn't hear it. Although I could say I scared one or two people in my life when I got mad, but y'all didn't hear that either. But now the more serious, almost tearing up kind of thing. For those of you who subscribe to my channel, you need to understand I'm on a mission. And this mission is deep and personal. And it's one that everybody's going to say it's impossible. But through God, nothing's impossible. And that's true. And for atheists, I include you. Believe me, you're included. I don't exclude anyone. Not even gangsters. No, I'm not joking. If you're a gang member, if you stand down and quit killing people or hurting people or selling drugs or whatever, I don't reject people. Actions, yes. People, no. I've invited gang members to work with me. Matter of fact, to be honest with you, I even had a former gang member in my own vehicle weeks after he threatened to kill me. Yeah, I know what it sounds like. And he became one of my best friends. He was shocked out of his, he couldn't believe it. He was like, what? I said, hey man, you made a mistake. And he became a good guy. Unfortunately now, he had medical issues. He's gone. He's gone. But let me share this before everybody takes off. My mission is something that seems impossible. But I refuse to accept that. I just do. You see, my mission is to see people learn how to earn income while they are asleep. Or at the beach. Or wherever on earth that they may be. Now there's a catch. You have to have an internet connection. So that wherever you are on the planet Earth, if they have an internet connection and you have a wireless device, cell phone, notebook, tablet, whatever, you can get into your back office. See, here's the thing. My mission is to see people earn money without killing themselves, without hard labor, without being a slave or a servant to a job, so you do it on your time and your way. But more than that, so that The people that are not good on this planet, who are making $billions off of your hard labor and barely paying you 3 cents, well, those days need to be over forever. What if we find a way to create a society where we become the billionaires? But one difference. We do it by helping other human beings. Yeah, that's right. Helping other human beings and animals, if you want, if you will. But make no mistake, the bold claim that you think I'm making is not bold at all. Because I will not accept senior citizens working in a big box store because they forced to financially and practically killing themselves. Or people like somebody in here that will remain nameless, that works themselves probably almost 100, probably like more like 80 hours a week because they're doing like 10 or more hours a day. So if it's 5 days, that's 50 hours right there. And then whatever else they're doing. Well, those days need to end. I make no qualms about it. I want you to keep your day jobs for now. Oh, yeah. But I also want you to do your side hustle. I don't like that word. It almost sounds like it's close to foul language. I said almost. I didn't say it does. But I know some things about the truth about you. All of you. Including the trolls that may come in here. You have dreams. Linda has dreams. Eugene has dreams. Chris has dreams. Daniel has dreams, God willing. He's a very young man. He better have some dreams. I'd be highly upset if he didn't. And April has dreams. Well, it's time to wake up. We're going to stop dreaming and we're going to make it a reality. Now, you might have caught on what I just said. I didn't say might. I said we're going to with God's help. So, let me see. Charles, if you can answer it, I'll do my best. You're just going to have to see my forehead because I want to answer this question. But listen, it's a personal thing for me. I need you to have, I need you to have and almost endless source of income. I need you to start to become, with God's mighty health, and not health too, but with God's mighty help, I want you to become wealthy. Oh, and for any of you that have doubt, I get it. I get it. Believe me, I do. But stop having the doubt. In fact, I want you to do something when we're done here. I want you to get out your camera, just like you may have it out now, or your tablet, or your notebook, or whatever it is. And I want you to act like you're going to do a selfie. Matter of fact, you know what? Do a selfie. And then I want you to keep that selfie. In fact, I want you to go and get it developed into an actual printed picture. And then I want you to post it on your wall. Because I want you to know something. The person in that picture, yeah, you have more capabilities than you will ever imagine. You just didn't know it yet. Hold up. I'm not trying to break my phone. Tatai said, I'm not trying to break my phone. Take the picture, Tatai. Because if I don't see a picture in my text within 24 hours, I might start singing And you know that the world does not want me to sing. You have not seen the worst singer in the history of the world. You might if I have to sing. And to Ty, if I have to sing, I'm going to blame you. Yeah, no, I'm not going to sing, trust me. I might send him a video. He'll be crying. His ears will be like, help me, please. But no, seriously, let me get back to for realness here. You all have a brain in your head that you could not even right now, and I'm not being condescending, I'm being honest. You cannot even fathom how smart you are. You're meant to not know. They don't want you to know. The super elite, the good don't mind. But the ones who want to use, abuse, and enslave you do mind. And by the way, for the record, I use that word slave. And I know how terrible that word is. And what was done in America and other places. And we don't, God willing, we don't do that anymore, hopefully. But, in fact, that does go on, unfortunately, here in America secretly. Yeah, it does. And around the globe. But when I say enslaving us, I mean financially. I mean our time and our health. And I want it to end. And I will not accept anything other than an ending. See, because here's the thing. We need to have a choice. If we want to work a big box store a few hours a week for extra money, or just because we feel like it, or if we want to work a fast food restaurant or a high-end restaurant, or be a five-star chef like Ty's wife, and you better tell the young woman I said a 5-star, top-of-the-line chef. That's right. She's one of the best. She may not know it yet. I don't know if she knows it yet. This young woman, by the way, Ty's wife, is a Filipino or Philippine descent. I think it's Filipina or Filipino. I don't know. You can correct me on there, Ty, because I sure don't know. But she is a great cook or a chef. And every one of you have some greatness in you that maybe you haven't even shined on yet. And some of you may be life-saving geniuses. Some of you may actually literally save a life or more than one. We don't know what we don't know. And some of you might be like, man, come on. What's he think I am, a rocket scientist? You know what? You could be. And you might be sitting there, I don't even know how to do math yet. How can I be a rocket scientist? You don't know what you can learn in the future. That's the thing. And again, I'm sorry, I got a little bit of an issue here. I keep sliding. I'm sliding. I'm not even playing baseball. Filipino, a Filipina, because that's female. And Filipino is the men. I think that men are Filipino, but I don't know. I would guess, but I could be wrong. At any rate, listen. Every one of you need to do this. You need to get involved with an online business, whether it's mine or something else. Don't get cheated. Don't get robbed. You know, just today, a few hours ago, I signed up for something, a quote-unquote free trial. And it took me to the back office. And the first thing it asked me for was my $50 payment. I sent the support ticket so quick, you would have thought I was in the Olympics. I basically told them, I'm not paying you a dime. No, not happening. Brother ain't going to pay it. Unless and until, if you want me to pay you $50, you better make me at least $150. Yeah, I said twice as much as you're asking for. They wanted $50 a month. Without any kind of proof at all that the system works. They want $50 a month. In 4 months, they wanted $200. They want me to pay $600 a year for something I don't even know if it's going to get me any results. So no, guys and gals, you're not to do anything like that without proof. And number one, get me some people to join my business. Earn me over that $50. Even if it's $60, it's something. But you better earn me at least $60 to $150 or more every month. Because I promise you this, I'm not going to give you $50 unless it's already paid for. Now, I'm pointing that out in this live stream to all of you for a reason. Your job is to not get cheated. You are to earn money potentially, not to lose it. That's why I do what I do, how I do it. That's why I may have a live stream with saying hello to somebody, but I'll talk about anything and everything. Anything and everything. Why? Because your life matters. And remember how I said, this is personal, why I want you to earn that money? It is. You see, you have to understand something. Before most of you were even born, I was in a cooking preparation program to be a cook. And we went into what they call a soup kitchen in the United States. And there was a child about 5 years old. He came into the line and asked me for another piece of bread. That's it. He didn't ask me for anything other than another piece of bread. And when I tell this story, it does get me emotional. So I got to kind of hang on. You can't tell I'm off camera, but trust me, I'm squeezing my arm to try not to get upset. I mean, emotionally. So I want you to picture this. This is a child, 5 years old, so hungry, he asked for another piece of bread. I gave this child 5 pieces of bread. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to. I gave this child 5 pieces of bread. This is in the 80s. After I give this child 5 pieces of bread, he looks at me, he thanks me, and he's acting like the bread was a full course meal. Like a steak or some high-end meal with all the trimmings. Or like a Thanksgiving or a Christmas or a special celebration meal. That's how he acted for 5 pieces of bread. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand where he was coming from. But in any nation, that is not acceptable. There are children right now dying around the globe. People of all ages from starvation. And in America. So when I say I want to see you learn how to earn additional money and any time and any day and every day, God willing, I'm not here with one of these so-called webinars that are as fraudulent as they come. Don't even get me started because I will go. Man, you don't want to get me going. Trust me. I had a friend of mine, he said, man, Al, when you get mad, you're not like 60 Minutes, you're like 120. You're some, oh yeah, I've exposed a lot of stuff in my life on my TV series. Oh, you could say that again. Well, it's okay. Look, I get it, Charles. I lose people from telling what I tell them, but you know what? I can't afford not to do it this way. This may not be the way to get people, but telling the truth is always the way for me. So I'm going to put it like this. We got to have love for each other. And you know what? If a business is the way to save your life, any business, I might add, then do it. Because you have genius in you. I mean, hey, people can't handle that. It's good. Let me read what you said again, Charles. I'm going to double check this. Yeah, you know what, Charles? You people. You know what's so interesting about that? You people. I feel that same way about you people too. But you know what? Ivan is a black man, officially. You know what he said to me when I got all upset about it? He said to me, don't get offended by it. People need to stop getting offended by things like that, he said. And I was kind of surprised. I'm like, well, I get offended by it and I'm considered white. But he had a good point. I notice you people has a bad taste to it. But it's not really you people, it's us people. Now, the you people, that may come out accidentally, but it's not the same way that people think it is. No. See, here's the deal. Like Ivan said, we need to get over this kind of stuff. The good people that want to see you change your life and help you, you know, they're not the bad guy or the bad girl. So that's like a lot of times I'll have a conversation with Ivan, as a matter of fact. And I don't even like saying my team a lot of times because I do feel the old way. But at the same time, there really is no you people. It's us people. So if I offend people, that's okay. I'm not perfect. God's perfect, but I'm not. But if anybody has the common sense to really know who I am and pay attention to learn, they're going to know it's the opposite of what they think. But it's all good. I cannot stop doing what I do to attract or push away people. It would be wrong for me to do that. And I'll tell you why. No, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. But I want to save lives. I don't have time right now to be watching my P's and Q's. I really don't have time for it. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm trying to save their lives through God's mighty help. It's time to stop working these murderous jobs, which is what they are. Now, don't get me wrong. When people work a job, I'm proud of them. Absolutely. Proud of you. But that's not what our life is supposed to be. Yes, there's an element of it. And good, hard work is good. But working smarter is better. Hard work is great. But being with your family or where you want to be is more important. The thing is, and I'll share this with everybody, and I know I'm still on the live, and frankly, I don't care because that's who I am. I'm not going to hide behind the camera. That's just not me. Never has been, never will be. Let me share this with you. Our dog, Coco Courageous, loves to go into this one cemetery for a walk. And as a matter of fact, there are literally, I think, hundreds of dogs love to go into this cemetery in Pittsburgh that we go to for walks and to run and whatever, because they're allowed to. They're even allowed off the leash, which in Pittsburgh, that's just like a no-no. But this one you're allowed. But here's the thing. It's a cemetery. Everybody in there that didn't walk in is dead. And yeah, I know you probably say, well, of course we know that. Yeah, I know we know that. But there's another cemetery across from there, literally across the street. It's called Homewood Cemetery. And they have two revolutionary generals that were from Pennsylvania and apparently from Pittsburgh. They've been dead since the 1700s. They've been dead since I think the 1700s, sometime in the 1700s. Some may have made it to the 1800s, but the point is, even if they died in 1800, we're talking about over 224 years ago. What does that mean? Well, if we had a lifespan of, let's say, 150 years old, that means they'd still be at least the one that died in the 1800s. If they died in 1800, that's 174 years. No, it's not. No. It's a lot, though. It's a lot. Wait a minute. 1800, yeah, that's about right. Now, let's say they died. No, that wasn't right. That was 220. Let's just say they died in 1850 or something like that. The point is, we're dead a whole lot longer than we're alive. I want everybody that ever watches any of my stuff to live their life, to enjoy their life every day. Because once we're dead, we're dead. Now, the best part is our spirits can be alive forever, God willing. But our bodies are dead. We don't get to spend time with our children, our wives, or if you have a husband, or your boyfriend, or whoever it is, your sisters, your brothers, your uncle, your mother, your father, your cousin, whoever. So let's live every day. I don't want people overworking themselves, but I want them to have the money they need. And I know it's possible, especially since I've earned it while I was asleep. And you know what? I know how it feels to hear those words, Charles, and everybody that may hear this. I get it. Especially if it hasn't happened to that person. And especially if it happened, but it was very little. I get it. I'm still on the low end, but it felt good. And when I say I want people to earn money while they are asleep, that's because when they have to go to the store or wherever they go, I want them to spend money and still have money coming in. I get so upset when I overhear somebody say, I can't wait to payday. I literally get upset. I can't wait to payday. And people are like, why would I get upset? Well, I get upset because they're exchanging days, hours. Let's break it down. Seconds, minutes, days. I made that messed up that one. Seconds, minutes, hours, days, months, and years of their lives. We have a time limit to live. Don't spend it in a job. I don't care if you have 1 billion bills. Now, don't get me wrong. Yes, we got to pay the bill. I get it. We got to keep our utilities on, feed our families, house our family. I get all that. But we're going to do it a smarter way, and we're going to find a way to get it done. With God's mighty help. So if I get one person or 0 people in my life, I thank God if I get one. I got you, Charles, and I appreciate you. Point is this. I can't make excuses. And if I make a mistake, say something I shouldn't have said it the way I should have said it, well, so be it. It's there. It's gone. I can't bring it back. But with regards to you people, yeah, I don't like it myself. But I've been learning how to be like Ivan. Because if you're saying you people, as in people you love, as in they're with, you care about them as if they were yourself or your family. Yeah, it still hurts. I get it. I don't like it. But you know what? We all say things by mistake even. We can't crucify ourselves for that. We just can't. And if people look at my body of work, not the YouTube stuff, yeah, the YouTube if they want to. I'm talking about the TV show. They would understand full well and good. I'm the anti-racist. In fact, sometimes I'll just say this. There's a long conversation because I have a non-biological son who's considered black or African American, which I don't like the stupid titles that we have for anybody. I don't like being called white or Caucasian. I don't like being called anything other than a human being. You could call me a child of God. You could call me a human being. You could call me an American. You could call me a man. You could call me Al or Albert. But you know what? I don't like the fact that almost everybody that ever lived is delusional. Apparently, we actually think there's different races. Breaking news. The human race is what we are. So to me, when I see somebody of a different pigmentation, they're still my family. I don't care who they are. I don't care if I disagree with them politically or they're atheists and I'm a Christian or there's something else. I don't care, ladies and gentlemen. I just don't. Because I love the person. I see the person. If they do wrong, I hold them accountable in that way. But not because of the way they look or any of that. So you know what, Charles, you're absolutely right. Those words are hard and I lost people. But you know what? If I'm going to worry about that, I might as well just close up shop. I'm not saying I don't care, but I can't change what I have done. Mistakes, or if it even, and I don't feel that we should allow all these words to hurt us. Because when we do, we're giving power to the real racists. And we're better than that. We are better than that. Maybe humanity hasn't figured that out yet. But some of us did. Now my hand's getting a little bit numb from holding it this. I'm getting ready to head off, but before I do, I want to see, some other things that Charles has here. You know what? Yeah, maybe my approach needs to change a wee bit, I guess. But if I change it, then I might mess it up. Well, we could talk about that. You make a good point, Charles. I should ask people to join my team. That those, to me, I kind of like. See, I have an unwritten rule. There are certain things I don't do in certain lives or certain videos. Other ones I will ask. But there's certain, I don't know if you want to call it ethics or what you want to call it. But I don't feel like if I'm saying you should start a business, and this is for all of you that's still here. Any of you, I see there's 2 people officially. I don't necessarily ask you to join. Not because I don't want you. Absolutely, I'd like you to be on my team. But I feel like it's kind of like almost entrapment. Yes, that's a legal law enforcement term, but it kind of feels that way. It's like, to me, it almost like it's a bait and switch or whatever you want to call it. And what I mean by that is, if I'm telling you need to get into a business, and then suddenly I'm like, and by the way, here's a link to mine. To me, that just feels cheap and it feels almost crooked. Now, do I want you in my team on my team? Yeah. I'd be very proud to have any of you on my team. And you're not you people or any of that other jazz. It's not what I meant. Even if I said it, that's not what I meant. Because you're me and I'm you. In a larger sense. I know that it's not metaphysical, but I'm thinking of a different word. But at any rate, look, if I hurt your feelings, I apologize. But I don't apologize for caring about you. And I never will apologize for that. It's not going to happen. Do I want people to be on my team? Yeah. I would like to have 1 million plus personally sponsored people on my team. Because I want to start a change globally. It's time. It's literally time for us to start saving lives and letting parents be with their children more. And maybe even educating their children at home. Homeschool, if you will. Before we go to that cemetery or wherever you get buried or cremated, I want you to have every breath of life that you can and as much fun as possible. That's me. And I hope that child from all those years ago is still alive. But I can tell you personally, that hit me as if it was two massive 18-wheelers, emotionally. It really did, because when you see a child getting 5 pieces of bread and acting like it's a full course meal because they have so little, to me, that's offensive, actually. You want to talk about offensive? To me, that's offensive. And I'm not saying that directed at anybody, but to me, it's hurtful, and I don't like it. I love all of you. I got to go take care of some business offline. If you want to be involved with the actual company I'm involved with, yes, you need to look at the link. You have to check out other videos. Because as I said, there are lines I don't cross. And I don't feel that it's right to say you need to be in a business and then say, oh, by the way, mine. That's not how I roll. That's not what I do. I haven't done it since 2004. I'm not going to do it now. Could it hurt my business? Could it cause me to have to wait longer? Sure. But I'm going to do it the right way. So that when you are on my team, you're going to get the best of the best. Because you deserve the best. Love all of you. Thanks for coming in. One thing I would say is live every second of your life and don't overdo it on the job. I know you need the money, but you also need to live for your family and for yourself. Love y'all. Hey, it's time for a change and for our abundance. Yes, it is.